Are you looking for the map? Are you looking for the road map? What if there's a treasure map? What if there's a treasure map that can bring you to now what? And all the way to, oh, I know what to do. I'm Bradley Charbonneau, and this is Thursday Thunder and the Repossible podcast. I am going to record for the next 9 or so more minutes in an attempt to clarify my message, to get clarity on what I'm working on for 2025. I can highly recommend you do the same. In fact, I'm going to be using some tools I'll tell you about in part 3 of this little mini topic here, and tell you how to get feedback on your ideas through using certain software. Okay, here we go. 3 ideas, all under the Repossible brand. Remember, I have to give you a tiny bit of background, and this is where this comes from. I currently am subscribed to Teachable as well as MailerLite. I've been both of them for, I don't know, at least 8 years. I spend thousands of dollars, euros per year on these tools. And, shocker, shocker, newsflash, I am canceling them both. So I'm using new software. I can tell you about it if you want. It's called Fluent. And it's going to cost me roughly 18 cents a month. Okay, that aside, I don't want to get into a tech conversation, but what's happening is that I am moving or migrating all of my world, my online world, my teaching, my mailing lists, my landing pages, everything, courses, bonus content from books. I'm moving it all from Teachable and MailerLite to this new software on this new place. You can find out more at repossible.com. So what's happening, sort of an unintended effect, is that it's spring, as you may be able to tell from the glorious greens I'm seeing here in the forest, and I'm getting a spring cleaning. So because I'm moving all these things, right, this is almost embarrassing, but I had 39 different courses or bonus content, course-like services or offerings on Teachable. On MailerLite, I think I was maxing it out. I think I had something like 50 different landing pages. So rather than just mindlessly migrate all of this garbage, says of his own work, I thought it's time to clean up. And frankly, if you want to make that number 100, it probably wouldn't be too far of a shot off, but I'm making that, I want to have 3 main goals. All of the reading I think I've ever read is, do one thing and do it well, focus, 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 niche, 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 right? And I absolutely don't do that. I am absolutely a thin generalist. So where I do 100 things pretty well, maybe kind of, whereas I would be better off doing one thing 100 times and doing it super well, right? Becoming an absolute expert. So I'm not going to get from 100 down to 1. I can guarantee it. In fact, I'm not even sure I'm going to get down to 3, but I'm going to try. And here I want to summarize, and the reason, again, I'm doing this, you'll see in part 3 of my little plan here, is I have been using some software that does a very interesting take on summarizing your content. Not only summarizing it, but taking a different perspective on it. And you can sort of guide that conversation with inputs. So here we go. Number 1, 2, 3, really quickly. 1 would be now what? And number 2 would be one, like the one project, the one challenge. And number 3, need a better name for this, but it's currently OPA or other people's audiences, but it's really about marketing and sharing and kind of that element of what I'm looking for, the different perspective on the same amount of content. So part 3 is sort of sharing. So I think if I had to summarize them into one word, it would be decide, act, or take action, decide, act, and share. There you go. Decide, act, share. That's what I want to do. And so that's what I kind of want to do for clients as well, and readers of my books and viewers and listeners and stuff. So I just made that up, by the way. Decide, act, and share. And we're going to find out, because I'm going to put this 10 minutes through this ringer, through this software, and we're going to see what they say about what I'm talking about. So I'm at 5 minutes. I need to wrap this up because I've got 4 minutes basically to go through 3 different ideas. They are related, which is one reason I'm going through this. They're related, but I think only I see it in my scatterbrain of a brain, right? Now what is about decision making and how we make decisions, why we make decisions, how do we make better decisions, how faster, better, we can make them faster and better. So how do we do that and what blocks us, right? And that's when I get into stuff like clarity, courage, and confidence, and also the villain, the hero, and the guide. The villain is like the bad guy and holds us back, and the hero is who we want to be, and we are in some ways. I think the guide is the real goal. The guide is then when you're helping others. You're helping villains become heroes. Okay, so that's now what? And the subtitle could very well be my Repossible tagline for years, which is, who will you be next? Right, so now what is about decisions. What kind of decisions can I make? And I get in very much into processes and systems and how the decisions we make on a daily basis, when you add them up, that's who we turn into. So what we do on a regular basis is who we become. And I'm very much about action taking and having projects. And that's how we create meaning in our life as well. Okay, that is now what. Next up is one. And this is a project I've been working on for years. I've run in-person workshops, online workshops. I have a book. I've got an audio book probably. I do. And this is about, and this is where I need to work on the messaging of this one a little better, but it's one word mantra, your one word that's going to guide you for the year. It's a bit it's also who will you be next. It's a roadmap. I like to use the word treasure map to who will you be next. And I like this little phrase, I'm pretty sure I got from Edwina. It is from A to B to C. And C is like SEE, right? From A to B to C. So you need to take the action or have the clarity to know what action to take, or first take action and then you get the clarity, or first have the clarity and then you take the action. I'm much more of like an action first kind of guy, but most people are clarity first kind of people. So that's fine. So then the one word book, there's a lot more to it. I have an entire program where we write this book. It's not really just one word, although it's one word in one chapter, but there's more to it. So that is the one challenge, or the one word challenge, or I need a better title for it. But basically it's all about one word for 1 year and how each year you're a different person. So you should really be doing this every year. There's a part where you write about the present, and then there's a part called the epilogue where you write from the future back to the past, back to the current day. And you're sort of forecasting, I think it's called future history, of your situation, your status, your life, your everything you want to do. Okay, I have a minute and a half to get to part 3 of this, which is the marketing title is OPA, or Other People's Audiences. I had a great chat with Janet last night, who said, yeah, Bradley, that's great for like marketing people who know what other people's audiences are and the benefits of that. But what are you really doing? Well, what I'm really doing, here, I'm going to just give it to you straight. I am interviewing people, having a chat on Zoom, a discussion, a dialogue with people, and talking about whatever they're doing, right? Is it their book, or is it their course, or is it their whatever, their business? And then through that, they get to share their message. And then tech dude over here, I'm going to take that and I'm going to chop it up into a whole bunch of pieces. And then they're going to have snippets and clips and shorts and excerpts and reels and all these lovely things that they can use in their marketing. What we're also going to do is hone their skills at interviewing. How do they get better on an interview on a podcast or a YouTube? How do they know what to talk about? How can they summarize stuff? How can they get better at clarifying their message? And then we're going to use a tool that I've been hinting at all along that's going to analyze that discussion and make yet another piece of content that will give them a different perspective on that same content. And then we're going to chop all of that up too. Finally, a little sneak peek, but I'm going to use certain advertising. I won't mention which platform. It's kind of odd. to promote this stuff. Okay, I have 10 seconds. That's it. That's my 2025, and you'll see in the next video the summary of this and what the others think of what I'm doing. Bye for now.